Welcome back, folks, to the Lighthead Online Video Show. This episode of the show is sponsored by Keystone Technologies. Go to KEYSTONETECH.com, baby. That's KeystoneTech.com. Light made easy.
Check them out. Fixtures as well.
KeystoneTech.com. What's up, Greg?
All right. How do you combat a shitbox fixture? You know what I mean by that? Is a fixture that's from a direct import. Not saying they're all that way, but there are a lot of them out there that are, number one, they might lie about the hours that they're going to last. They lie about the lumens. I've had that happen yesterday. Somebody lied about that. They, just lying about what their fixture's performance is, and you're trying to sell it and tell a customer that what you're selling is better. How can you prove that to people? That's what we really need to figure out right now in the industry. I'll give you some ideas on what.
Yeah,
you go first. What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough nut because I didn't combat it at first. I just started recycling light bulbs for people because it was just like, whoa. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like crazy because in Toronto, we have a very large expatriate Asian community, like straight from China. Very large. Probably, I think it's like 550,000 legal and then probably another 500,000 on different kinds of visas, illegal, whatever. I'm not prognosticating on that, but there's a lot of competition from Asian Canadians who are directly importing product from China.
Yeah.
And they're not importing like, a brand. They're just slapping their own name on the box and running around selling them. And you just can't compete directly with them because if somebody's selling something for $60 and your cost is $85, I don't know what you do about that.
I think I'll give you some things that I look at. Well, there are differences, or there should be differences. If you're paying $85 and somebody's selling it for $60, there better be a difference other than just marketing and a name brand on it. And a lot of times it's in the performance. So, first of all, you want to get the spec sheet. You want to see what their spec sheet says. You want to confirm that what they're saying and what's stated is accurate. You can get IES files that can help prove some of that. You can do, and the real big thing are the hours that you look at and the lumens per watt. I've seen companies, I saw the one I brought up that was yesterday, said they do a UFO high bay for 180 lumens per watt. That's about as good as you get in a high bay. And sure. I haven't seen a lot of UFO round high bays that are 180. I'm like, that's great. 100 watts, 18,000 lumens. Okay, so you dig into it and you find out that that's 18,000 source lumens. That's the LED itself just blasting light out there. How many are delivered? I ask them the question, we don't know yet, but we think it's maybe 130, 120. Like, okay, so your spec sheet says it's 18,000 lumens, but you're actually only going to give somebody 12,000 or 13,000 out of it. So you're lying, okay? And so you have to get proof of that, and you can do that. You can email the manufacturer that's making the shitbox, act like you're interested in it, figure out what they're lying about, forward it right on to your customer. Say, look, this is what they told me. Get it in email, forward it on, show people, prove to them that what they're thinking is they're buying is not actually what they're getting. And I think the spec sheet, you can do that. You can also get a sample of the fixture. You can compare them side by side. It's a lot more work than it needs to be. It should be, but
that's what I mean.
It has to be done.
Sometimes we just go buy-level proposal. I'll be honest with you. I'll put my hands up and say, so we had some of those guys I was talking about earlier are now exiting the lighting business. So they come by my shop and they want to sell me their old inventory. So I buy it sometimes for pennies on the dollar, right? So I have ballast compatible 50K 16 watt LED tubes on my showroom floor right now for $3 Canadian.
It's like a quarter, isn't it?
That's like 25 cents US. No, it's like, I don't know, $2.25 US, right?
Yeah.
Because you know what? Someone comes in, off the counter and they want to buy 4 lamps. They buy that every single time, dude.
Yeah.
Every single time.
$12.
Yeah. For a 4-lamp fixture or whatever, right? So they do that, and there's just nothing you can't fight low price. It's a lot of work to fight low price. And then when your high-priced fixtures have the same warranty problems the low-priced fixtures have, which often happens too, right?
There are times.
Then you look like a bit of an idiot. So I always think the best way to do it, and I don't know if this is right for Lighthead or not, I think the best way to do it is understand the bottom of the market and be able to offer it. And understand the top of the market and know when a customer wants to hear that message. That's what I think.
That's a good point. Yeah, and I think there are people that care about where they're getting it from and they actually care about a name brand still or history of the company. That's another thing too you can look at is how long, we've talked about that before, but how long the company's been in business and are they going to be around? And
sure,
you can dig into that and find out a lot of information that way too. But I agree. There are two types of customers. They care or they don't care.
Yeah, there's a lot of like you can't convert some guy. Like I remember this one meeting. I went to a board meeting and it was like a condo board, and I was there. I did my
worst.
Yeah, we used to sell a lot of condos, but it just takes so long, and it's always after
six
hours.
Opinions.
Yeah, and it's like So anyway, I'm sitting there, I'm talking to the guy, and he's like, I just want one guy on the board was like, the warranties were coming up and all this sort of stuff. And this one guy, I think he was the treasurer of the board. He's probably about 60s or 70s. And he stands up like this, right? And I'm sitting there and he's like, I don't give a crap where this comes from. It all comes from the same damn factory in China. And you know what? Half these companies are going to be bankrupt in 10 years anyway. And who gives a crap? Let's just go with the lowest price. Because I can't sort out all this paper. Or whatever he said. And he was all pissed off because he'd probably been in there for 2 hours listening. Now the fourth lighting dorks come in the door to tell him why his LEDs never burn out.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And so I'm sitting there, I'm laughing. I agree 100% with you, man. Because, it's, who the hell knows, man? I mean, in some ways, it's like I love I know which partners are going to back me, and I know which partners are not going to back me. And I know when the deal I struck with my customer is one that's going to be needing a partner backing it up. And I know when another customer, you know what, you just want the lowest price, pal. Here you go, man. That's it. But the reality is we're having burnouts in my market from the stuff where people, high end, never 10-year, high end manufacturer stuff, and we have no burnouts on some of the stuff that was really cheap, and we have burnouts on stuff that's really cheap and not, and there's all sorts of stuff going on out there. So for me to stand up in front of someone as if I'm the expert and say that, and I'm the host of the Get a Grip on Lighting podcast, for me to like I kind of threw the towel in a little bit, and I just say, look, if you want to have a solid partnership, say Atlas Lighting to Keystone to you, or sorry, Keystone to Atlas to you, then this is the price. If you just want the lowest price, man, there you go. You get a 1-year warranty. That's it. And I'll tell you, man, a lot of people choose the 1-year warranty. A lot of people buy when the contractors come in, they never want to hear a story.
No, never.
About this pot light is $40 more than this one, but it's way better and you should pay $40. They just want to grab the one that's the cheapest and out the door they go. And unfortunately, that's life, man.
Yeah, I think that's the key, is just that you have options and are able to accommodate whatever the customer asks for.
And in terms of fighting it, I don't think you should look at it that way. I think you should look at it as whether or not the customer wants that kind of quality message, or whether, and the other thing too is, I mean, you got to sell Premier Lighting, or you got to sell your company as the distribution or as the contractor. Yeah. And we spend way more time doing that, Greg, than we do selling our manufacturers.
I'm with you 100%. Just saying, hey, I'm going to give you one that I'm going to trust and I'm going to back. So you got to trust me that it's the right company.
Exactly.
A lot of times I don't even get into the manufacturer. So I'm with you on that too.
We spend more time selling ourselves than other people's products. So this has been the Lighthead Online Video Show. It's brought to you by Keystone Technologies, a great partner, by the way, in the lighting business. Keystone has been around a long time, and whenever I need a partner that I can really count on for warranty and for quality products, people that back it up and care and test their stuff and everything else, you got to go to KeystoneTech.com, baby. That's KeystoneTech.com, KeystoneTech.com.